Alrighty. I don't know, I guess this is a way to start it, I guess, because it's been a long while since I've last touched a horror game in my lineup of games that I've been playing. Man, what was the last horror game I played on the channel? Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, there's some games that have been jump scary here and there, but that's not like real harsh, like horror, I guess. Maybe Alien Isolation, which was like almost a full year now, I think, at this point, thinking about it. Yeah, anyways, yeah, I decided to start this game, or play this game, because obviously one of the biggest things in 2026 was the release of the movie with the same title, Iron Lung. Welcome to the channel, I'm RozaldVane, and yeah, this will be my Let's Play of Iron Lung. I know only the premise of the movie, not so much as the game, but I'm pretty sure they both share the same premise together. They're not too far apart from each other in terms of the story. But yeah, I've avoided a lot of the Let's Plays of Iron Lung when it first came out and became popularized by some of the big known Let's Players, namely Markiplier's, of course, is one of them, and primarily other horror content creators, or horror game content creators. I avoid watching a lot more horror games these days, even though I do enjoy watching people playing them. I avoid them because I want to be less spoiled about them, because maybe one day I might do, you know, Let's Plays like these where I'm just like, okay, I want to explore this now because I have the time to do it. But yeah, I have no clue what I'm walking into besides knowing that it's the story about someone in a submarine and trying to see if this planet is inhabitable, because Earth was kind of like destroyed by humankind or humanity and whatever. I think is the premise here. But yeah, otherwise, before we continue, or before we start, yeah, like when I saw the movie come out for this year in 2026 with Iron Lung, I haven't watched it yet. I was like, oh, I want to try the game. I haven't really seen it in the game first before the movie, of course. But I've been following the progress slowly, or kind of like short bursts of information about what Markiplier was up to with this movie that he was doing with Iron Lung, because I'm a fan of his, and of course, he was one of the many people who, or one of the 3 people who inspired me to make this channel. He is the main reason why I have face cam commentary instead of just no face commentary, because he's the one that does his face cam commentary a lot, so that's what I end up doing in my own channel. So yeah, he's partly one of them, one of the inspirations for the channel starting, or the inception of the channel. But enough gloating about inspirations and such. I don't think there's really much to say about the settings here, though. Kind of was thinking like, oh, I want to do borderless full screen. No, it's just this one thing I can't do anything about it. V-Sync zone, anyways. I don't know about the mouse sensitivity. I thought I updated it. I guess I might have didn't click apply. I just pressed cancel. Yeah, I don't know how sensitive the mouse is, but anyways, I might try to finish this game in one sitting, but 3 episodes, I think. I know this game runs for an hour and a half, I think, based on how long to beat it. So I'm assuming we're gonna be sitting here for 3 episodes straight. So that's why I feel like this will be one of the shorter series that I've ever played in my channel. Or not the shortest, but shorter in a sense. I haven't played games in one video before in a long time now, so I don't think there's ever a one-time playthrough of such. But yeah, so let's get into it. Actually, I don't want to waste any more time. Decades ago, every known star and habitable planet vanished, leaving only those who were on space stations or starships. The events become known as the Quiet Rapture. With supplies dwindling and infrastructure crumbling, survivors are searching for any trace of natural resources in a universe of barren moons, lit by the ghost light of the vanished stars. Ghostlight. I'm sorry. I got thrown out by Ghostlight. I was like, Ghostlight. Okay. One such moon holds a strange anomaly, an ocean of blood. You are a convict, tasked with exploring this anomaly in a makeshift submarine nicknamed the Iron Lung. It was not designed for this depth, so you will be welded inside, and a forward window will be closed. The forward window will be closed. There was no time for training. If successful, you earn your freedom. Okay. So yeah, the premise is right off the bat here. Okay. I just clicked and it didn't go.
Beginning your descent. Cruising depth in roughly 40 seconds. Stand by. I'm seeing some voltage irregularities in the instruments, so keep an eye out for sparks or flames or anything like that. Approaching maximum depth. The hull's feeling it, but it's still holding strong. Closing port hole shielding.
Alright. I can't move the camera in this particular capacity.
We're starting to lose radio signal. You'll be at cruise depth soon, so reflecting and be careful. You're on your own. Good.
Alright. Oh god, that's very... No. I wanna... Oh, dang it. I got the sensitivity way too high now, because I realize that this is a game that sensitivity is like... Could be better off without this quickness. Map. Why would there be a map? I actually realized, why would we need a map? Are we exploring through a... Oh, there's an actual briefing. Okay, this is briefing apparently. 2 weeks ago, we conducted an exploration of Moon AT5 at 5 for the first time since the Quiet Rapture, leading to the discovery of a fourth blood ocean. A trench beneath the ocean surface with several points of interest. Your task is to photograph these points of interest with the SM-13's forward camera. Photos must be taken within 2 units of the specified position and 10 degrees of specified angle. You can also use the camera to help with the navigation. Only photos taken at the specified point of interest will be saved. Since you can't navigate by sight, pay attention to your coordinates and consult the map. The proximity indicators next to the sub controls will trigger if you're getting close to an obstacle. Good luck. Okay. This is gonna be tough, isn't it? To me, it's gonna be tough because I see. So this would tell us about what angle we're going at. Okay, my sensors or my Oh, I see. This is the thing we're seeing. Okay. So this is a full-on like submarine control style. Informational terminal. This is a local database. Be sure to update each descent. Update today. 5 out of 370. 378. Unknown query. Okay, so I have to like have a query. I don't know what the query would be. All right. I see. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not sure how far we are moving. Oh, I see where the map would be. But the map, I think that this is really determining on 132, 123. 132... 133. Oh, no, wait. 123. My bad. 123. 132. I feel like I'm reading this map wrong, or that the map is like... Yeah, like I'm feeling like I'm at like the very far off edge of the map here. Looking at the map, it feels like I'm just going at a very like poor poor place. But I think this is like really just a coordinate base, kind of like blind coordination of moving a system that's really hard to notice. Oh, there's a thing. I think I can see the thing. Let's see. Is that like an obstacle? because I think usually the monitor blinking is like an obstacle. I do apologize if the mouse moves really fast. I realize I made the sensitivity too high. But if I do, you know, die of some sort, then maybe I might have to I'll go back to the menu if I die and then like make the thing a little bit more, less sensitive for me. Let's see, what's the map? At 200 and 200. I guess when we get to 200, 200. Yeah, when we get to coordinate 200, 200, I think it would be interesting. What is this obstacle doing? Why is it bothering me? It's like blinking because it looks like I'm moving much closer to it. I'm so annoyed because I'm just like, what is this like blinking like telling me? Like, is it because I'm moving way too close to it? So I'm guessing that this angle is just saying, hey, what direction of angle we're going at, and this is the coordinate of moving forward and moving backwards, I'm guessing. So, oh wait, we're at 193. So that means we're really close to the. Okay, we need to move straight, more straighter. Gotta straighten that angle up. My bad, my bad. I didn't realize how much of an angle we took a turn of. We almost hit the wall there, it looks like. Okay, we need to not move too close to the wall here. So, there. That's better. Why does it keep telling me that I'm moving towards the wall or something? Let me see what this... Yeah, this thing is really annoying me a little bit. No. Ooh, sounds like problem. Something's telling me something. That is definitely the wall, but it looks like there's something. Is that like a tentacle or a leg on the wall or something? I really don't get it. But I'm guessing we're moving too close to the wall. So maybe let's move away from that area a little bit more. Well, I'm supposed to be like... Okay. It looks like we're moving a little bit too far away, but... No. I want to go to 0. I want to mark it up to 0. Okay, let's move this way. Yeah, our obstacle is gone now, it looks like. I'm almost at the 200 mark. Yeah, I can hear a little bit of like a whale calling almost. It's weird. It's almost like a whale calling out to us. It's really funky sounding. Yeah, I want to match it up a little bit. Okay, let's see the map here. We're almost at the 200 mark. 200 by 200. I'm not sure what is X and which is... Oh, no, actually, I see it now. It's so faint. The X and Y is so faint. It's almost like the thing is way too, like, colorized similarly. But then again, it's probably shoddy design for that reason, to make it, like, more immersive, I guess. Alright, we're almost at the 200 mark, so let's... Right there, we're at 200 there, I guess. Let's move 90 degrees. Okay, there we go. I'm guessing we're going to 90 degrees only because we want to be much closer to 200. 200 by 200 coordinates. Okay, I think we're good to that degree. Let's do 45-degree angles. There. Oh no, I don't want to go too off in the math. Okay. Close. Close enough. Alright, how do we want to do this? Let's take a picture, actually. Let's see what's out there. Anything? Nada. Okay. Well, sort of nada. I don't know what that is on the ground. It's kind of interesting to see that we're in the depths of the depth, just because. And we have good amount of oxygen, and the depth is whatever it is the depth is. I wonder what these knobs are for. I still haven't figured that out. Alright, so we're at 200 by 200. We need to go further to 200. We need the X to go 200, I believe. So the X is at the bottom horizontal point for anybody who's not familiar with coordinates. And then the vertical left side numbers are Y. So I think we need to move X to 325-ish? No, 310 would be about right. Yeah, we'll probably hit near the wall, I think. So let's move this 90 degrees again. There we go. Exactly 90 right there. Alright, we should be moving. Oh, yeah, we're very close to the wall. That's why it keeps telling me about stuff that I'm like getting close to hitting, I think. Let me double check if this is the wall. Yeah, this wall. Yes, wall. Very wall. I'm guessing that if we hit obstacles or hit yeah, because this part of the wall is very close to like being really bad off. No, I don't want to move too close to the thing, so let's do that. Yeah, the further away we go, the better. So we need to go straight to 315-ish. So let's go and up that up to speed. Am I not moving away from it? Let me move a little bit further away. Oh, no. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, we're good. I was like, are we moving away? I forget if increasing is going to make the coordinates better off or worse, and I can't tell. So it needs to be 315 or so. Yeah, because on the map, there's like these square indicators, and I'm guessing these are indicators of what we need to check. But the strange part is that, like, if we do want to check, we can check the bottom parts of the map, but I don't know if we can even get to the top half because I can't tell if there's a pathway or if it's been blocked off from whatever it is. So yeah, let's try moving forward, I guess, to 310, hopefully. Okay, we should probably be a bit more closer to 90 degrees at least, because I don't want to move too far off. That's fine. Because I don't want to move too far off on 20 or 200 so that it doesn't end up being a problem. Yeah, all this creaking is just ridiculous to me. Let's say 310. Let me see. I guess we would say 310. It's definitely around here, I'm guessing. Let's say 310, yeah. Yeah, this game is kind of interesting in the sense that, like, it does an interesting job at trying to make this kind of... Am I supposed to see something here? I'm very confused by that. Let me see the map. Unless this is a checkpoint, maybe, I guess. I want to see if there's anything at 307. Let's see. Yeah, it's like a bunch of, like, wooden structures of sorts. Can I move up to 3... I do see, like, a few spires of rocks. I'm a little bit worried that that might hit me by accident. Maybe 315. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of like we're seeing some rocks over here structurally. Okay. I guess I'll just leave it at that, I guess. So let's try to angle this at 45 degrees. Maybe a little bit more to, yeah, 30 degrees would be right. Because we want to hit, what's the coordinates? 250, 225, I guess, I'd say. 225 with, or not 275, sorry. about 275, 225, 250-ish, 250 and 350. No, 360. 360 by 250. Yeah, 360 by 250, I guess. Man, it's very hard to know what to expect here. So let's try it, I guess. So we need to be what, 360 by 250, I guess. Hopefully we don't hit an obstacle soon, because I think there was like rocks nearby. It's a very difficult thing to know. Wait. All right. I'm sorry. I'm stumbling on the words I wanted to say, but you're maybe wondering as a viewer, being like, "Wait, Roz, you're walking away from the spot and not doing the thing you're supposed to do, and so on and so forth." And yeah. Well, this is Future Roz, and unfortunately, I had not been paying attention too much to the game, unfortunately, because I was not reading into it enough to read the stupid small text that I personally couldn't really pay attention to, which is on the top left of this map, saying, "Hover mouse over nodes for more information." That's unfortunately something I did not bother reading in the last session that at least whatever you just saw, literally in that first 20-ish minutes of this game, of my first playthrough. I was not reading it because I thought it was some sort of detail of the map. You know, like some maps will have a company name on the map just for immersion's sake or whatever. But I didn't bother reading it, and guess what? You guess what I did, as I am personally ashamed for it. I literally went all the way up to this point, all the way past that point, the upper part of the map on the right side of the upper part of the map, and was like at the end of that map and thinking like, what the hell? Am I not done with the game? I went past your little black spots of dots and stuff, and I realized, oh, you need to freaking hover over these nodes to get the stuff. And I never did. I never did that throughout the whole game, because I never really thought that those things had something on them, because I obviously, again, didn't read the text, and I ignored the whole thing. So I really wasted 2 hours going through the whole map, getting the spooks and horrors, which I am unfortunately going to say that some of them won't spook me the same way, unfortunately. But at least I know that some of them, in a way, do have a bit of a scripted thing going on. So I do know how some of them work, but I don't know too much beyond that. So that's what I can gather based on my first playthrough, which is now forever not going to be seen in the public, because I was debating if I should keep it and overwrite them for the episode or for the rest of the game, for the series or not. But I decided that I'm going to redo it anyways, because it's a wasted effort. I'm not going to make people waste time watching me fail so hard and continually yell at the screen saying, "Roz, you stupid idiot, you didn't read the map properly." And I'm like, yeah, I know, I got it. So let's actually do this properly and actually play this game much more properly. So essentially, I need to take a picture at the correct coordinates, which is what's hovered over on the node at the bottom of the screen that I'm hovering over, and you need to hit the angle at that. So unfortunately, I didn't know that you have to take a picture at the angle and the correct coordinate. So believe me, I was frustrated when I found out at the end of that journey that I was doing everything wrong, and I was like, stupid me, and I just like lost energy completely. So I decided to say, hey, I'm gonna do this another day, because I stupidly did this the wrong way. Alright, I don't know if we had to be very accurate or not, but we had to take a picture of that spot. And the thumbnails will be mostly this anyways. So does that mean that... Okay, so now the check mark shows up. Okay, so it's... I'm guessing we were taking a picture of a bunch of these things. Yeah, I never took a picture of the right angles, so I never really got the indicator that the check mark was there. Also, I read this in a later part of that series run that I found the paper on the ground. I didn't see it at first. This is an expedition. This is not an expedition. It is an execution. When they put you in here, they don't want you to return. And even if you do, and even if they keep their promises, What freedom waits for you? A few dying ships in a sea of dead stars? If there is still hope, it lies beyond the wall. The veil, the veil. Hope in this void is as illusionary as the starlight. I will choose to breathe my last breath at the bottom of an ocean, unseen, unheard, and uncontrolled. They will get their execution. I will get my freedom. Okay, so that's the thing that I didn't read early on because I didn't notice there was a paper on the floor. And I also messed around with this computer multiple times in my attempted playthrough. Hopefully this will be my thumbnail for the most part, sadly enough. But yeah, for the most part, okay, so we need to go to the next location, which is 3078 and 263. These are much more easier. When I find out that there was like actual coordinates given to me, it's much more easier. Unfortunately, I didn't know that. I didn't take note of it. Let me move a little bit closer to the 360. Yeah, because I had to like eyeball. I was eyeballing the coordinates so much in my attempted first try of this game because I was like, oh, like I guess this is the right position. Why am I not am I getting it correct? I don't know. And so that ended up being my whole playthrough where I just took a picture of random stuff around that location, like near the location. 263. So I'm ashamed of myself a little bit, sadly. Okay, we got a checkpoint I saw. Yeah, so there's multiple checkpoints in this game. So if I do die or something, like hit the wall or something, which I think it's like a one-hit KO. When I crashed this submarine for the first time, it was literally at the very end of the game already, or end of the map already. So I was already at a point where I'm like, I'm ready. 378. Okay. I was at a point where I already was like at the end of the map, so I was like, I'm not surprised by whatever it was. 263. So we are almost there on the 263 side. Once I get to 263, I don't know if I have to be as accurate. I mean, they probably might forgive you if you're not as accurate. But hey, who knows? I want to be as accurate as possible, of course. Okay, let's see. What is this? 338, 378. Okay, we got about 40 more meters. I don't know if these are meters or if these are like kilometers. Is it 360 or no? It's 380, 378. I don't remember that. Which I kind of wish that this game actually gave you that sort of, like, thing. But yeah, overall, I think the commentary will probably remain largely this, where I'm just going to be talking about the coordinates being like, is this right? Is this near? Is it far? I don't know. Alright, it was what number again? 263? 263, yeah. I need to stick my arrow all the way to 0 at least to straighten it out a little bit. Again, I do think that this game does have a bit of a... I think this game does have a bit of a 50 degrees. This game has a bit of a scripted situation anyways, which is nice. I actually prefer scripted events because you know how to expect things or where to expect things a little bit. I really don't know what these are. I'm guessing these are fossils, which kind of seems like the thing you see in like the game, I guess. Okay, what's the next location? 259 and 406. This one was one of my very first tough side of things, where I did go from the second location to the third location diagonally upper left, and then I went the whole circle around back to the big open space that's on the bottom right over here. So yeah, it took a bit. It took a bit of like navigating that spot to not hit the stuff that I wanted to not hit. Though I still would have to say I have to aim at the very strategic angle so I don't end up hitting myself. I think it's 315 is what I said last time. It is kind of sad though because like I didn't want to play this with being like able to know the way the controls are, but I think this jump scares will be different though for me because I think that I felt like I largely missed a lot of the jump scares that's supposed to happen, besides the scripted, oh, like, you get to the end of the level, it has, like, this particular, like, jump scare thing going on, but 406, okay. We had to move closer to 259, got it. I don't like the coordinates a lot, because the X and Y sometimes makes it harder for me to mix and match. Yeah, there's that weird-ass sound again. This game likes to do that weird, like, yeah, we got sounds for you for days. Let me move this closer to 300 a little bit. Yeah, because the wall is gonna get too close. I don't want to hit anything, so there we go. I'm gonna guess that we're gonna. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's fishes or like anything at the moment, so we'll see. Let's go further up. 259, 406. I gotta remember that.
Oxygen notification.
Yeah, so that's the sort of like checkpoint you hit essentially as you get closer to certain parts of the map. I think like certain parts of the map essentially become sort of like that sort of feeling of like, oh, we're gonna be losing oxygen at certain points of that region. But usually those things panic me a little bit. Yeah, because I'm like, oh no, am I gonna, do I need to hurry up and stuff? Which is, it could be the case, because I don't know if there is a timer. There's no telling for me, honestly. Oh, there's another checkpoint again, damn it. I messed up. 259. 259. What is that? Oh yeah, I forgot there was worms. That's what I remember this place having. Alright, we need to stick all the way to Y, yeah. We need to straighten this out. We need to zero this. Zero, come on. Give me a 0. Okay, there we go. That's almost as zero as it gets. 406, got it. Yeah, like, overall, I eyeballed a lot of the coordinates, so I didn't really know if I was at the exact spot or not at times. So I do think that it was kind of unfortunate that I was like, oh, I got to the spot, now what? Snap, snap, snap anything that I could find. There we go. What angle? 296, which is, we're probably taking a picture of those worms. I do remember taking a snapshot at the worms, but I didn't know what I don't think I hit the right angle or anything like that, which is kind of the weird part. I thought the worms would have at least given me some sort of checkpoint or something, or told me like, oh, this is how you do it. Like, then that would have alerted me that I had something wrong. Yeah, I took a picture of this worms, but I think the angle was off. Like these worms were like, or they look like worms to me. These worms were making a bunch of noise, and I snapped a picture of it, but I really didn't know what I was doing. Like, I wasn't thinking twice about that. And so the angle was like a little off. It wasn't like perfectly facing them or anything. So that was kind of like me noticing that was supposedly there. All right, now the tough part, which is to get to this one spot here, because you have to navigate around the corner. So this one is where I relied on my actual navigational like coordinate skills. So we need to turn around anyways to the upper right side, I guess. But I mean, I don't mind this game. I think this game is very, almost mathematical in a sense, in a weird way. I don't know, I just feel like it's more mathematical in a way. Because you have to navigate in a way that's more mathematical based. So it's 400 on the Y. No, 420, let's say 430. And 350? 350... 425? 350, 425. 350, 425. So if we get to 425 on the Y, that means that we're in a good spot to like just take a little bit of a different turn. I think something sounded like it was chasing after us once we got further away here, I think. Okay, we got 425, and then I need to get to which one? 350. Maybe not 350. Maybe 325. Yeah. All right, let's straighten this out to 90 degrees. Almost there. There we go. So let's go to 325. Yeah, I remember this game gave me a lot of creep factoring kind of thing. The heck is ahead of me? I'm confused. Makes me confused why there's like... Yeah, like the beeping sometimes, or the flashing like red dots or green dots are like... Oh, jeez, okay. Oh, okay, got it. I hit the wall because I wasn't seeing what... I guess I was moving too close to the side of the wall, and as soon as it came close, it just got me. So we're crashing for the first time. Yeah, I think it was kind of crazy. I never crashed at all in my first playthrough for so long. It was so strange to me that it was so strange that I was like not crashing at all for so long. Alright, yeah, the checkpoint is wherever that checkpoint was. I gotta take you pictures of the worms again. But yeah, it was when I first crashed. It was exactly that same exact reaction. My whole body just like heated up like crazy when that happened too. I was just like, oh no. But yeah, and unfortunately, I crashed earlier than I had expected because I'm in a bit more rush. Like, I'm trying to rush through this a little bit more now because I'm just like tired of seeing the same things. Because the early parts of it is very much expected stuff that you would expect, which is just a normal expedition, just to see the world, I guess. 259. Oh no, I already went too far on it. Wait, nope. I didn't need to go this way. Got the wrong direction actually. I need to hit the x-axis, not the y-axis. So that means I need to move to the right. I mistakenly misread the X and Y. I'm still always misreading the X and Y here anyways, so it's kind of my fault. I'll probably stop at, I'll most likely stop at, what number is this? 259? Oh, no, I just need to move back a little bit. No, don't move too far. I don't want to bump into the worms randomly. There we go. Alright, what's the angle again? 296. It's like literally behind me. Yeah, I wanna try to get to the next 296. I wanna get to the location of where. Alright, good. I wanna get to the next location of where the thing is at. I want to get to the location of where I want to get to the location of where it transitions into the big open space, and then that's where I'll stop the episode here, because we got the hang of, you know, the whole beginning of portions of it. All right, let's angle it like this, and I said it was going to be 325 for 430, yes, that's what I wanted to do. 430 is what I needed, not 425. I think I stopped at 425 instead of 430, which 425 is way too close to the wall. I just realized how stupid I was. Yeah, I was stupid because I didn't realize I did that. That's what I did wrong earlier, and I mistake the spot to stopping it there. Maybe 431, I guess, would be fine. There we go. Good enough. At least I'm in that spot now. In that particular height, I mean. Okay. It is nice that it is trying to tell you to... Or it's nice to have it where you're, like, trying to determine things without looking. 325, I guess, is where we need to go. 325 is how far we need to go in here with the x-axis here. But yeah, it's a really nice thing to try to God, this is way too close. I don't know why it is. I don't want to hit the wall, because that's what happened. I, like, scraped the wall. Okay, there we go. We're at a point where we're at 325, I think. Is it better if I just move a little bit further in? Like, closer to 350, I guess? Not exactly 350, of course. Yeah, we're moving further away from that spot, it looks like. Okay. I like how it's like still telling me the wall on my right side of the thing is like whatever. Okay, let's start turning this way a little bit, because I need to move down to, what number is this? 375, but back to 400 it seems like. 375, 400. We need to go back to 400 and Y, so. Alright, I gotta take my time on this, though. Because I don't want to crash again. Now we're gonna move a little bit further, a bit angled to like 180 almost. Yeah, because I want to make sure I'm not hitting the wall again. I really want to get to my next destination, please. 400 is almost near, so, and 375 is already hit, almost. Oh. No, I got too far away from 375 a little bit. My bad. Oh, jeez. I hate that these ones are like, they're like, oh, hey, we're too close to the wall. Oh, wait, did I miss it? We're at 400 now, I guess. We're past it, which is fine. I'm totally fine with 400 being whatever. We just need to move down the height, I guess. Yeah, we just need to move down this height here. To what number? 325. We need to move down to 325 here. Without touching the wall, of course. Uh, 325, please. I think we should be good now. Jeez, I hate this so much. How tight these corners can be sometimes. Oh, there goes the big fish, or whatever whale it is. I feel like sometimes I wonder if it's a whale or not outside there. Alright, we're at 325 soon here, so let's take that stop there. Ish. Back. Okay, cool. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to end it here for now. I am going to make this a 3-part episode as I originally has foretold, I think. I'm doing this all in one sitting, so I will eventually try to make sure that I get all of this done in 3 episodes, or 2 maybe. But I plan on, I tried to make it like 3 episodes because it's easier to like go and deal with at that point. Okay, so we're gonna go like just literally right. 325 and what number are we on? XY's is 377, which is sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. Okay, yeah, we're probably gonna we're gonna probably bump into some walls and such. I don't know if this is a pause menu. I don't think there's a pause menu in here. Maybe my pause menu will be this thing. I mean, there's no dedicated pause button, which kind of sucks. But then again, as I said, it's a very scripted like situation. So once you hit certain checkpoints or certain areas, then things will play out in a way that psychologically messes with you and also messes with your whole surrounding space and such. So yeah, I mean, it's what it is. So I'm gonna work with what I get. So thank you guys for watching. We're gonna stress more as we go about this, the second round for me personally, and hopefully we'll find hopefully we'll find everything we need to find, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Roz out.